Victoria's internet sensation, and it's fair to give you that title. I mean, it is complete hysteria wherever you go, Alfie. It's incredible.
It's cool. It's fun. It's nice to see a lot of happy people.
Well, looking at your tweets yesterday, well, I think it was 2 hours ago, actually, it says on here, I've been told that I'm not allowed to say which programme as you guys wait outside the building and cause chaos.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was allowed to say or not, because often when I do stuff, people are like, don't mention where you're going.
You could have said, we love a bit of chaos out there.
Brought everyone inside with us.
But also, it's funny, because what I love about vloggers is that that anyone who is over a certain age has not a single clue what's going on. We were on holiday at a water park, and we were with my little nephews, and suddenly, and it was like the Pied Piper, all the kids disappeared, and they all ran, and we all thought, who is this? And not one person, not one adult
knew who
recognised who it was. And it was some famous vlogger that they all absolutely loved. So it is like this sort of under-the-radar adults, from adults club.
That's what I like. I think it's cool because not a lot of people understand it.
And when you started, did you ever imagine that it was going to end up like this? Because you were 15.
No. When I started, I didn't even expect to get like 100 subscribers or anything. I didn't tell my friends. It was like completely just me. I was like, nobody's going to know. This is going to be embarrassing. And then it just grew and grew. And this is your vlog is fashion and makeup. So to stray into other territory was pretty brave.
Yeah, it was quite scary.
Did you have to think twice about doing it?
Yes, I think that was the second video I'd filmed, and I had to edit out about 40 minutes worth of me just like rambling on and on and on just to sort of get the points out.
Why did you decide that it was the right time to do it?
I think because of how my vlogs were going, I was getting a lot more views, and I get a lot of young people asking me advice questions, and obviously I'm not the best person to give advice, but because it's something that I suffered with, so anyone asked me about anxiety, I was able to give them a bit of advice or comfort them or reassure them that they weren't the only person.
What tips would you give to anybody that wants to start vlogging?
I would say pick a topic that you're really excited about, because if you're not excited about what you're doing, people can tell and they're not going to be excited for you. I would say don't invest in really expensive equipment straight away. I just started off on a webcam and my phone, and you wouldn't want to shell out stuff if you're going to get bored of the project after a few months. And to sit in front of good lighting. I sit in front of a...
Good lighting is key.
...window.
I'm all for that.
Although...
You've got exactly the right spot. Have you found the right spot?
Well, it's my window, but oftentimes I'm like, oh, sorry about the lighting, I can't control the sun. Okay, so I always start with
Aloha, Sprinklerlinas.
I'm here with special guest Amanda Holden. Thank you very much. And today we're going to be going through what's in my travel holiday bag.
Right.
So first things first, I've picked a really bright bag because you don't want to get it mixed up with other people's.
No.
Or you can add little touches. No one's going to confuse that. So I'll delve in. I've packed this as if I'm going away with my daughter Darcy, who's 4.
Good, because my bag's got everything in it.
Ziploc baggie of toys. These will be your saviour if the aeroplane screens don't work, which has happened to me on a flight to Seattle before.
Fantastic. So there's all kinds of things in there. Horses, colouring books. Brilliant.
And moving on, headphones, because if something doesn't work and you want your own, or good for kids.
If your child starts screaming, you don't want to hear them.
Can't hear them anymore.
Just wear them.
Spare clothes for you and for them, because they make messes and they make messes on me. You're going to have to carry all this. This is going to be fun for you. I always pack a scarf or a pashmina because it has a multitude of uses. You can use this as a scarf or a blanket rug, or sometimes if they're asleep in their buggy, you can put it over and then they're like quiet.
You could also wear it as clothing if the other clothing got dirty as well.
A dress, fashion a dress out of it. My book to read on the plane.
Yes, sprinkle of glitter in all good bookstores.
Thank you very much. Out now.
Let's go for it.
Are we going?
Yeah, let's
I don't even know where your face is.
Well, that's my nose, that's my eye. I don't know where Christine's going.
Oh, sorry, was that your eye?
No, it's fine. No, you're fine. Eyes shut.
Oh. This is just bizarre.
Oh, I think I've got lipstick. I think.
45 seconds.
Hang on, I need lipstick.
Oh my God.
Hang on, I want eyeshadow. I know there's eyeshadow here somewhere.
30 seconds.
Oh, for goodness sake, where's the brush?
What did you nearly say then?
Goodness sake.
Do you feel beautiful?
I know I'm going to look gorgeous.
Hang on now. Just have to make you look pretty for the rest of the day. Just keep your eyes closed.
Can you find his eyes? I can't even find them.
Well, I can feel the side of his face.
You're making up the top of my cheek, Alfie. That is not my eye. 5 seconds.
Oh!
3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up.
There we go.
Let me look. Oh.
I mean, you look quite good. I couldn't find anything.
Well, thank you very much.
Your tooth has like eaten half of a leg.
Well, it's something that you started to live with in your early teens, and to begin with, you thought it was just something that everybody had when they were growing up. When they got to that age, anxiety would kick in.
Yeah.
So what did it feel like? Because you started to get panic attacks pretty young, didn't you?
Yes.
What did that feel like?
It's like you're in a room with 2 people, but you're being smothered, and it's all the walls are sort of coming in, and you get very hot and your heart races, and you sort of have to take yourself out of the situation. You feel sick, you get like pins and needles, you feel like you're going to faint sometimes. I mean, there's a lot of people that think they're going to die when they have a panic attack because they don't realise what's happening. So it is really scary.
Lucy, everybody is immediately saying, how does she do it? Well, I mean, she's blind and she's doing that, she's putting her makeup on.
Yeah.
The real reason you can do that is?
The real reason is my sister Alice. She's literally scoured the internet to endeavour to help me basically put on my makeup while blind. So she's tailored it for my needs, if you like. So she's looked at every beauty blogger under the sun and been like, OK, Lucy, there's a beauty blender there, you can do it yourself. And it's just
And
went
you
from
do
there,
have
really.
memory of putting on makeup because you didn't go completely blind until,
Yeah.
what, 17?
So I do remember putting on makeup, and obviously the technique has completely changed from when I could see to now. I mean, it was so hard going from, you know, just under adult vision to like completely blind. So yeah, obviously the technique was.
But then, of all things to do, why makeup vlogging? Of all the things you could have done or could have talked about or could have created a sensation about, why that?
Because it's always been a part of me, and I didn't want to lose myself. I wanted myself to shine through my disability. I didn't want to just give up on what I love and what I've always loved, and obviously my appearance and everything, because I can't see in a mirror. It's a very integral part of how I control, you know, the way I am, and obviously it makes me feel better, and I feel like I can control my appearance without a mirror. So
You look lovely. You're very photogenic. All the vlogs you look lovely.
You look at your figures, and they are numbers that most even successful TV shows would be really envious of. 5.2 million subscribers, and you just sat down there and said it's crazy. So this is not something you expected to burn quite so hot.
Not at all. Yeah, it's just snowballed. I mean, I started it as a hobby. I mean, my sister sort of showed me a few YouTubers who were doing similar sort of things to what I do now, and I was like, ooh, I fancy giving that a go. So I gave it a go, and it just went from strength to strength, and it's become this. So.
And it's extraordinary, really, because you're actually quite shy.
Yeah, I've always been like the shy person at school, and it takes me a while to sort of come out my shell and like be sort of over the top.
Open.
Yeah.
So what is it about vlogging then? I mean, is it because you're in the safety of your own space and in your own home, and it's just kind of you and the camera there, and you forget that there's 5.2 million people watching? Yeah, to start with, actually, a lot of the clips from that VT was all things that like quite a lot of early videos. Yeah. And even watching that then, I was sort of like, oh, I'm so much more like confident in my videos now. So when you sit in front of a camera, so a lot of people say like, oh, it must be so easy to sit in front of a camera and just like talk to it, but it's actually really difficult.
Well, your sister's Zoella, who we love having on here, and I think she lent you one of the UK's most popular vloggers. She lent you her camera for the first time.
Yeah, and I had a hand-me-down old laptop for about the first 2 years of vlogging as well. So
you have become an internet sensation. You are incredibly popular. Whatever you post, millions of people will watch. And so that leads to public appearances. That leads to you being asked to go to conferences and things.
Being here.
And being here.
Yeah.
Well, how do you cope with that?
It does make me very nervous, but I'm also excited to do it. So it's almost like I have to rationalise in my head, you know, I am going to be nervous and I probably will feel a little bit anxious, but I really want to do it, so I'm just going to do it, and hope for the best.
Well, you've got very good at sort of talking about yourself and those embarrassing things that a lot of people push and hide away. And something that sort of almost goes hand in hand with those anxiety attacks is the feeling and the concern of what other people might think of you.
Yeah, that is my worst thing. I always worry too much about letting people down, or if I'm having a panic attack, I think everyone's staring at me. And it can also affect friendships as well, because if someone doesn't understand how you feel, it's quite difficult to get it across to them, whether they've had panic attacks or not. So
what have you said to, if in your situation with your friends, how have you explained it to them if you're on a night out and suddenly you need to go and just sit upstairs on your own for a while? How do you...
I just have to sort of say, it's not you, it's just the situation I'm in. There's a lot of people, I don't feel comfortable. I'm going to go outside and take a breather, or I might go home, depending on which way it goes. I can either get worse or calm down and go back inside. And I think most of the time, I mean, if they're your friends, they'll understand and they'll be supportive, but it definitely is something that's difficult to explain to people that don't understand.
We've just crossed the 5,000 mark.
I haven't even tweeted yet.
So look at the speed of that. That's absolutely fantastic. That is absolutely blistering by. So I think that means, does that mean that you're safe?
He's safe.
It's currently you.
It's currently towards me, but I have faith in you out there. We're going to hit 15 at least.
What do you want to do? What is your dream?
I don't know, because I never set out for this to be something. Like, I was back at college doing like chemistry and biology and maths, and then I was just having so much fun doing this. So I was like, this is what I want to do. This is so much better. So there isn't really a goal. Nobody's ever done it before and come out the other side. So there isn't an aim. It's just
first generation, really, isn't it? It is sort of first gen. I mean, there have been others in the past who've sort of not quite had the success that you've had. But knowing what to do, because I'm assuming that it does have a... Oh, it's 10,000!
Yeah. I might be safe. You're not.
You could very well be. Oh, 11,000. I don't believe it.
That's amazing.
You can stop now. Stop.
No.
Carry on, carry on.
No, don't. It's 12,000. Stop.
If you have a massive bag, you don't want to be rummaging around trying to find your stuff. So if you put just a little clutch in for things like your phone and your glasses and stuff...
That's a really good idea.
It's handy, and it keeps it away from all your kids' junk. And I have a lot of kid junk.
Such a really nice bag. Where's that from?
Primark.
Oh, we love Primark.
Can't beat a bit of Primark. And then, as any good blogger and vlogger would always have, a laptop.
It is like Mary Poppins. I'm waiting for a hat stand to come out now.
Oh, there's loads. I've got so much more in here. I could go for ages. I've got toys, tablets in case you don't feel well, a notebook, sunglasses, and also my final thing for when you're travelling is one of these little concertinaed files so that you can put like your money and your passport, and it just keeps everything organised.
Ah, and if you were stuck on a desert island, there was only one thing that you could take.
Wi-Fi.
Oh. Genius. Not concealer or mascara. I'd absolutely die without my mascara.
No one's going to care if you're on your own, are you? Who are you
I'd
trying
still
to impress?
care.
You can't even see a mirror, Amanda. You're on an island. You've got nothing.
You're right.
You're missing the
so
point.
practical and so right.
Wi-Fi so that you can send for help and also order concealer.
Brilliant.
So there we are. That's my travel.
And I suppose if they delivered, you could get off the island, couldn't you?
There you go. Exactly.
How do you say goodbye to people?
I always say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Oh,
your bag's
I
going
love that. That's really good. we were watching that, and we reckon there is definitely, we should definitely do our own YouTube channel. I think we should definitely do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go, why not?
Definitely.
You can't speak now. You've just waved.
Welcome back, spring cleaners.
Thank you very much indeed. That was brilliant.